Tensions in the Middle East are reaching a critical breaking point as Iran draws new red lines and warns Western powers of severe consequences in case of military involvement alongside Israel. The situation is shifting from a localized conflict to a high-risk confrontation, with global implications and no sign of de-escalation in sight. Following a night of relentless missile exchanges between Iran and Israel, Tehran has now directly threatened the United States, the United Kingdom and France, stating that any military support to Israel will result in immediate strikes on their regional bases and naval assets. The threat comes amid the most explosive phase of the conflict in years, with explosions reported across multiple strategic locations. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has held urgent talks with US President Donald Trump, confirming the UK's commitment to diplomacy while deploying Air Force assets to the Gulf region. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron stated that while France will not participate in offensive operations, it stands ready to support Israel defensively if Iran escalates. On the Israeli side, Defense Minister Israel Katz has issued a chilling message to Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, declaring that Tehran will burn if missile attacks on Israeli civilians continue. He accused Khamenei of holding his own people hostage to serve an extremist agenda and promised devastating retaliation. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reinforced this stance, confirming that military operations will persist until Iran's missile infrastructure is dismantled and its threat capacity neutralized. According to Israeli officials, the strikes are precise, strategic, and designed to prevent further aggression, not symbolic gestures. The United States has already confirmed limited military involvement, including the interception of incoming Iranian missiles aimed at Israeli territory. Although the full extent of US engagement remains classified, the Pentagon has acknowledged active defense coordination with Israeli forces. Iranian envoy to the United Nations, Amir Saeed Iravani, declared that the strikes on Iran violate the UN Charter and represent an attack on Iranian sovereignty, holding the United States fully responsible. Tehran sees this not as a regional issue, but as an assault on international law. On the ground, military installations across the Middle East are now on high alert with air defense systems fully operational and back-channel diplomacy, scrambling to prevent a full-scale war. Western intelligence agencies are closely monitoring troop movements across Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and the Gulf states. As of now, global oil prices are spiking, diplomatic channels are overwhelmed, and the prospect of wider war looms dangerously close. The next move from either side could redefine the balance of power across the entire region. For continuous and in-depth updates on this rapidly evolving crisis, subscribe to England, Now 7, and stay ahead of the headlines. Your support keeps us reporting the truth on the ground in real time. Join the conversation by liking this report and sharing your thoughts below.